Hey, it's Jim Fisher, aka The Beat, with This Week Community News. We are continuing our tour of Central Ohio high school musical productions. We're at Big Walnut High School, where Aaron Gibbons is directing Once Upon a Mattress. Thanks for being with us, Aaron.
Hi, thanks for having us.
So tell us a little bit about this show.
The show Once Upon a Mattress is a bit of an older show. It was actually, the music was written by Mary Rogers, who is the daughter of the well-known team Rodgers and Hammerstein. So this is kind of a neat thing. It's very similar to that style of the Golden Age musicals where you've got the main leads and then you've got two of the sub-leads and you've got a whole comic side story. And it's one of those, it's very much that'll appeal to the generation that knows the Golden Age musicals. Okay. But it's also a fairy tale, and it's got a lot of jokes that will appeal to a modern audience as well.
Terrific. Tell us about the cast, sort of overall.
We have a really mixed group. We actually have about half rookies that have never been in drama before.
So that's an exciting, right?
Yes.
A little trepidation, but some excitement at the same time.
And about half of our veterans. And so that's really always a neat mix. Usually it's a little more imbalanced. We've usually got a lot more veterans, and the rookies are newer. So that's kind of cool, but it's also, we've graduated out two really big senior classes the last few years. So this year's senior class really got their chance to step up and shine, and we had a lot of surprises in auditions. Like the girl playing Winifred is fantastic. She's got some of the greatest comic timing I have seen, but she was one of those, she was always very shy and very quiet, so she would never really put herself out there as a lead up until this year. So that's been really cool to see. And Prince Dauntless is kind of the same way. So we've got a lot of our leads are seniors with experience in drama, but not necessarily in as a lead. And so that's really cool to watch them step up and take on that challenge. And it's been so much fun to watch them all work together and actually really kind of grow from the newbies and the veterans to one big cast.
Very cool.
Dealing with a lot of other sports teams, this as a drama club, it's a lot more together like a family, and everybody works together, always asking you, like you just feel more connected with people and you just let loose and have a lot more fun than you would in a normal sports team.
We definitely have a lot younger cast than we're used to. We normally have a very large group of veterans, but this year we're coming in with a lot of young kids, which crazy talent.
This is a very different show. We did Shakespeare last year, so I'm a little bit used to like the kind of like medieval times, but we've done Grease, we've done Legally Blonde, so I'm kind of used to more of the modern things, but I think this is a very family-friendly show. It's very colorful, very comedic. I think it's one that the audience is really going to enjoy.
Our first show, all three of us, we were in Legally Blonde, so it was more modern and hip. Then Guys and Dolls, which is, more 50s, 60s, same thing with the Grease, but this is more like 1700s, 1400s, my bad. I'm not a history expert, but yeah.
And the fact that it's a fairy tale is fun too, that it follows the story of the Princess and the Pea, and so it's upbeat and uplifting.
Dancing, a lot of solo action, one-on-one, like we do a couple songs by ourselves. So most of the dancing is usually with a partner, which is really nice.
Maybe one sort of nugget in particular that as the director you're looking forward to sharing with audiences through the show.
Well, I think it's really important to understand for the story, because I know none of the kids really touched on it, is part of the story is no one in the land can get married unless Dauntless gets married. So we've gone through all of this test. So what I think is really cool is the first time you meet Princess Winifred, she comes in and she is sopping wet and just makes this complete ridiculous first impression. And it's so great to watch her come in and make that like dramatic entrance and watch Dauntless's reaction to all of it. Because it's so cool, because you suddenly got Mama's Boy is suddenly all about this dripping wet mess of a princess. And so that moment, I love that one.